What's up, Yes Gamers? Robert the Bruce here, and today I want to share with you a little something I call the Speedy Ninja class. I run it with the suppressed MPX, suppressed Deagle, and flashbangs. Your favorite suppressed submachine gun and pistol are up to you, but the flashbangs are key. We already know that the submachine guns have about as much range as Ashley Simpson, so putting a suppressor on them will bring that range even lower. The key to this class is moving quickly and using the flashbangs wisely. If you can play to the strengths of the weapons you're carrying, you'll have an absolute blast. If you start trying to engage enemies farther away, well, it's not going to end well for you. There are some maps where this setup is just really not going to be a good option, so don't try and force it if you're playing a big, wide-open Conquest map. Just about any map on TDM or Domination is good, and there are still quite a few maps on Conquest where you can do some work. You just may have to get clever about it. Since I know that I'm suppressed, I'm almost always trying to flank the enemy when I'm running this setup. I can pick baddies off quietly and move through the ranks unnoticed. If I get in a jam, I've always got the flashbangs to buy myself some time and get away. Speaking of flashbangs, don't make the mistake of thinking they are only good for that initial blinding effect. They leave behind a decent amount of smoke for a few seconds. A lot of times, I'll throw it in an area where I know it's not going to affect an enemy. The reason I do it is because I'm needing to cross some dangerous area or get a little closer to the bad guys where my setup gives me the advantage. The flash, followed by a few seconds of smoke, is the perfect amount of time for me to charge in. It's always fun to do this when you know there are a ton of bad guys and you're probably not going to make it out alive, but there's a good chance you'll take quite a few of them down with you. As I'm charging in, I usually yell, "I regret nothing!" I don't know, it just feels right. One thing you simply cannot do with this class is play it cautiously. If you're taking it slow and trying to pick off enemies, you will just end up frustrated. If you're feeling kind of reckless though, strap on your party boots, equip this class, and go fire up some TDM. The first time you sweep through the enemy lines picking up 8 or 10 kills, you'll be very glad you did. Rumors of your exploits will float through the enemy ranks. Is it a ghost? Are we all cursed? Well, they may not go that far, but I'll definitely be frustrating to them. They'll be looking at the setup you're using as they die thinking, a suppressed PDW? That's gotta be terrible, right? If at any point you aren't sure if you should engage an enemy at a certain range or not, here is an easy tip to remember. Just treat this class like you're running with a shotgun. Even though you can pick off enemies a little farther than your average buckshot could, it's a good rule of thumb to go by to help keep yourself from getting too greedy. Now, for the million-dollar question. What is your fun creative class that you equip when you feel like living on the edge? Toss it in the comments, and if I see one I really like that I haven't tried before, maybe I'll do a future video on it. That could be fun for the whole family. As always, thanks so much for watching, and remember, winners plan ahead, losers make excuses in the lobby.
Hostile soldier.
If you haven't yet, treat yourself and click that subscribe button. Click the question mark below it to be taken to a totally random video of mine. No guarantees which one you will get. Lastly, if you're on Twitter, follow @YeshGaming because it is my favorite way to communicate with you.